Comics. Oh, wait. My pencil. Is it charged? It's charged. It's rare that it actually holds charge. I think it started doing that recently. Don't know the cause, don't know the solution, so I'm just gonna live with it. But lately it just loves to discharge randomly, but it usually discharges while on the iPad, like overnight. That has to be like on purpose. Surely that's on purpose. But it's not catastrophic. So you may be wondering, what about this page? What's the point? Oh wait, well, let me tell you. What are we doing? I'll get to it. What we're doing is we are erasing this weird line. I wanted to add a little texture on the ground. This is not the way to do it. Whoa, what is this pen? Oh, this is It's a new edit on a brush that I like using. I need to add a little more texture on the ground after all. Just fallen leaves. I don't know if there would be any fallen leaves here, but I'm drawing them, okay? So there are. Right, so I have a bunch of panels here. Okay, there's basically just two that I need to finish. But I'm thinking, should I maybe, because this is a weird situation that, why would he open the door? And I mean, I know why. I know why I had that arrow pointed over there. Because I was asked to point it over there. But I don't think it would work better if the arrow was on the other side. And pointed towards the staircase, which he then climbs and reaches the, what, I'm gonna even have to edit this. Like, wouldn't this be better? Like, I wanted him to be like looking around so that he can be startled once he opens the door. I'm not sure that works at all. it's just confusing because you have the direction left to right, and technically he's supposed to have climbed the stairs, and then reaches for the handle of the door on the right. Here's the thing, I might even have to do this. Okay, if I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna have to double this as well. But I might have to do this. Right? Like, at least center him. Like, dude, maybe if I center him, it might not even... Okay, it might not even be that catastrophic to have him facing the other direction. Because at that point... Wait, I'm confused by what I'm seeing here. So let's clean that up first. He might still be fine looking over to his right, i.e. away from the door. Not gonna do too much detail. It doesn't even look like him, so it's fine. Cool. I think this is better. I think this... What are we doing? This is better than this. So that's one thing solved. But then we still have panel 4 that I need to touch up. / basically fully redraw. Let's draw the environment first. Doors. Okay. Love how I finished these panels basically a couple months ago, and I mean, thanks to the fact that I'm not yet forced to go pencils down, hands off, Jesus take the wheel on these pages, and I can just keep working on them. I can be fixing things that I find too egregious, too annoying. But like, you really do wish to just be better, to just get it right on first try, which isn't even the first try, because you had the layout stage and you had the pencil stage, and then you still end up a little confused. Okay, I have to just turn off all of the... What's going on? All of the pencils. You see, like, I mean, I'm gonna draw this. I don't think the perspective is going to be correct, but I think it's gonna read better, even if the perspective is a little wonky. clarity over realism. You know what I mean? Now, if you can get both, that's a good deal. So, whenever you can, get both clarity and realism. And maybe there is an angle that I could try on this that gives me both, but right now, I basically just want to edit what I've already drawn and move on. Okay, do I still have this sign here? I do. Just want to grab that and then I'm gonna Dude, I don't even know if it's gonna be no, yeah, I can do this at least. Again, maybe the perspective here is going to be way too bad, but right now I can't see it. Right now I'm just eager to draw it so that I see how it feels. And okay, I mean, if these edges have a vanishing point that I'm keeping, that I mean, the vanishing points are on our character, which I think makes sense. Dobrý večer. Já jsem si doslova jenom zapnul něco, co mi doporučovali. A možná už jsem to slyšel. Protože minulý stream jsem poslouchal v podstatě celý stream Cassiopeia, tak snad by to bude dál doporučovat něco jako fusion nebo jazz. Pravděpodobně japonský. Snad to nebude ani jednou AI. Right. So the perspective, right. Which perspective did I want to fix? Here. And then this. Done. Right, this sketch is useless now. Right, this just feels better, doesn't this just feel better? Tomu žehnám. Já si myslím, že to dává smysl. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna draw the character now. And I'm gonna do the lettering. It's not even lettering, it's just the signage later. Hopefully I won't forget. Dude, where is this fucking little dot from? Is it from the panel borders? It's from the panel borders. Nice. look, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Man, for a page that's gonna... I mean, I can't draw more detail, right? It's just gonna print about this big. So you're limited by technically how thick of a line you can actually draw, because getting a thinner tool and zooming in more would not end up looking good. Yeah. And he looks kind of bummed. How do you draw neutral curiosity? How do you draw someone who, like, is trying to find a bunch of people he's been tailing for the past half an hour, and is entering a building he's never been to, but you don't want to, like, draw super stylized faces, just constantly in awe of everything. Hoodie folds, hoodie folds. Jsem si chtěl pouštět nějaký jakoby Eurobeat z Initial D nebo podobných věcí, ale ty playlisty, co jsem našel na YouTube, měly všechny nějaký jako AI vygenerovaný obrázek, takže jsem k tomu pojal podezření a radši jsem si to vůbec nepouštěl. Ale chtěl jsem si pustit Ridge Racer Type 4 soundtrack, protože to jsem ještě nikdy nedoposlouchal. Asi, možná. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What? Door handles, how do they work? Whatever. Looks clean. Looks fine. Nevím proč, ale tušil jsem, že to bude Martin Dejdar pravděpodobně, nebo jiný slavný Martin. Wait, what do you want? Oh yeah, the fucking... Wait, no, let's draw this as well. Yeah, might as well. Flipperino. All right, still good? Já si nevím úplně přesně, jak zní Martin Dejdar. Já ho znám jenom jako... Já ho znám nejlíp buď to jako Ozáka nebo Barta Simpsonů. Bartoloměje Simpsonů. Takže... A pak ještě... Ne, moment, to byl někdo jiný. Jsem chtěl říct, že uváděl na Točto, ale to byl Petr Rychlý a to je asi úplně zaměnitelný člověk, ale přece jenom někdo jiný. Hlavně jsem se snažil přijít na nějakého jiného Martina a úplně jsem měl v okno. Nevím proč, určitě jsem nějaký Martin... ještě to měl být Aston Martin třeba. Což by bylo zajímavý. Až tohle album skončí, tak vidím, že tam jsou náhodně přidaný nějaký úplně věci, co nechci. A nevím teďko, jak jakoby vyextrahovat z toho vygenerovaného playlistu jenom to, co chci slyšet, abych potom za to mohl zařadit něco, co chci slyšet. A asi to nejde, asi to nepůjde. Takže až se začne ozývat Mark Ronson featuring Lily Allen, tak budeme vědět, že Ryo Fukui skončil. Tak. Right, now I have to put the two characters from the outside into the background. I'm not sure it's gonna even like read that they're still there. I mean, I do have some space left. Well, I don't think, well, so either it makes no sense to put them there because they're already gone. You know what? They're already gone. I'm not gonna fucking draw them. Fuck it. Right. Add text. Add text. Wait, what's on? What was on the sign? Fat story box. Yes. Rasterize. Doop. Freeform. Sick. Huge. Awesome. Nice, I can delete this. And it's probably, wait, I deleted the original. Good. Fuck the original. Original was bad. Ray tracing, baby. Ray tracing. Would this floor have tiles? If it's reflective, then it probably has some kind of tiles. So I have to draw some fucking texture or some fucking pattern. But maybe even like brushed concrete can be reflective under certain conditions. I don't know. Like some of this is shadows, right? I don't know. It's gonna be just gray anyway, so moving on. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I'm satisfied with the second hand. Já neposlouchám přes Spotify, já mám zaplacený YouTube Premium, díky čemuž nemám reklamy na YouTube a k tomu YouTube Premium automaticky jde YouTube Music, což je jakoby takováhle jako Spotify-like služba. Asi je tam méně věcí, ale je tam všechno, co potřebuju a ještě zároveň si můžu do playlistu někdy přidat prostě něčí video. Myslím, jako doslova jako náhodný video, co má kompilaci kradených prostě písniček z Final Fantasy nebo tak. Třeba tadyhle Monster Hunter Chill, to je nějaký playlist. A to je asi něčí prostě, vole, 6hodinový video nebo co. A není to samozřejmě prostě toho žádného umělce. A jde mi to sem prostě přidat. Výhoda Google lomeno YouTube je, že je tam těch debilů tolik, že nejde jakoby nenávidět nějakého konkrétního zločince na rozdíl od mnohých jiných služeb, no. Tyjo, Bandcamp. Já jsem si kdysi, ne, vlastně ne. No, prostě z Bandcampu jsem si jenom párkrát něco koupil a vlastně jsem pořádně neprozkoumával, jestli jde nějak pohodlně využívat ty věci, co jsou jako volně k poslouchání. Co je tohle za čárečku, skurvino? To je z toho. Takže vždycky, když něco poslouchám na Bandcampu, tak je to jakoby náhodou, že někdo na něco linknul, jako třeba většinou soundtrack písničky, jako Ben Pronty, nebo soundtrack videohry teda, jako od Bena Prontyho, nebo nějakýho jinýho šampiona. Ale vlastně jakoby tu stránku jsem nikdy neprozkoumával aktivně, nikdy jsem tam nic vlastně nevyhledával. Asi tam nemám ani, ne, když jsem si něco koupil, tak asi mám nějaký účet. Nevím. Pytle, já musím smazat tuhle ručičku, abych viděl tu správnou ručičku. Hands. Maybe this hand is fine. Thick. Gross. Dainty. Okay. So this sleeve is weirdly massive. I could delete this. Hoodie folds. Great. Climbing up the stairs. Right. I like this face, but I drew it with a different brush because I just wanted to use that brush, and I knew I was gonna have to redraw this, so I'm redrawing it now. It may look too young now suddenly. God fucking damn it. It definitely looks too young now. Wait. We gotta change this at least. Wait. That might help at least. Wait. How about this? Go away, sketch. You're done. Okay, it's fine, I think. Not like this. Sure. Is he sweaty? He might. No, he's not sweaty, but. Right, I think. Oh yeah, I inked literally everything. Oh wait, I'm gonna fucking change the. Oh, I still hate this. I redrew it and I still hate it. So maybe I just try like that. Cracks on the ground, but not going all the way through. I mean, I wonder, would the vehicles parking on this side of the building perhaps make more cracks than at other spots? In this alleyway? These ladies might be too huge. It's fine, I'm not. It's done. Well, let me see if reducing the shading on his back of the head / on the back of his head makes him stand out a little more against the car. I feel like there's like semi-tangent here on his neck and the top of the window of the car, which and also the hoodie just kind of lines up with the rear window. That makes all of this seem just bad. Okay, so this is a solution. It seems solved. It's better. I think it's actually radically better, so I'm just gonna keep it and move on. Wait, do I have everything done here? Obviously it's not shaded, but maybe I'll shade it. I'm gonna shade it. Right, so which shade of gray are we using here? Maybe. So that's with a BG. Cool. And then the foreground's gonna have a gradient on it. Dude, I don't want to be doing too much. I feel like I'm doing too much again. And I don't want to be pretending I'm like gray toning a colored picture. All of these grays should just serve differentiating planes in space, different objects, so that they don't all blend into each other and serve clarity and readability. But it's so easy to like start shading everything that never asked to be shaded, and then you end up with a weirdly gray picture overall, instead of just like a picture that serves its purpose. Okay, I think I'm just gonna L for lock. I think it could happen literally right here. Like if I find this gray that we've established is the tone of the hoodie that he's wearing, if I find that gray to be not dark enough to pop out of the background, then I'm gonna make that background a little lighter, which I think, yep, I suspect that as much, and I hate it, and I'm gonna change that. So grab something lighter than this. That might not be light enough. Let's go here. Yes, great. Yep. Merge these so they take up less space. Oh wait, shit! This is the last track. Gotta find new music. Wait, this might be cool. So I'm just gonna wait for this track to end. Geek. Anyway. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to shade his stupid face because he's backlit now. I don't wanna be shading too much. Okay, which value are we picking? This? Yeah, it's fine. Good, 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 fine. Fine, looks fine. Okay, moving on. Haha. Right, we literally have the shade of the wall. So we just fill that. Do the hoodie. Dude, now that wall, I'm gonna fucking put a goddamn gradient on that wall, I swear to God. Now that wall is too dark for the, and maybe it's fine. For the hoodie. Nah, it's fucking fine. As long as we can read it. Which I guess we will be able to. Oh, I might actually grab a little brighter shade for the face. It's not full white. So it doesn't just contrast that heavily, but it also just doesn't blend in with that wall again. Hams. Do I shade the fucking railing? Am I that deranged? Does that need to happen at all? It's barely darker. I mean, I can grab my darkest gray. Yeah. Huge. Oh, so much atmosphere. So realistic. Yeah. Okay, so this page is fully done. But maybe I can add. No, it's fine. It's fine. Haha. Haha. Erase these stupid ass unused layers. Get fucked. Get fucked. What is this? I'm gonna have to keep that in case I get told off for changing shit. What is it? Panel 6. Wait. I'm gonna have to rename that. 6v2. Rename. 6v1. And boom. Okay. Time to ink a panel. You know what? I'm gonna grab this so that it doesn't suck here and put it here. Wait, why did I put it here? I want to put it in a different. Here. Right, what are we missing? Oh yeah, this. Oof. I penciled this on last stream, I think. I think I just need to white to thin out the pencils. Grab a black. And gain there. Oh no. Turns his head. Big shoulder. Small nose. Oh yeah, no, I'm actually... Fuck, yeah. I like that nose. Neck beard. Small ear. Maybe I should do this flipped. I'm not gonna flip it yet. I believe in myself. Sometimes drawing comics is constantly evaluating how sweaty a man is. Should I draw more droplets? How much effort is he putting into whatever he's doing? How big are the droplets that I'm supposed to draw? Scott McCloud doesn't talk about sweat droplets enough. Come on. How do people run? How do people run again? This is fine. Fantastic. Okay, the environment. But maybe this is flipped. No, it's not flipped. Yeah, because they're moving from left to right. I don't even know what I'm gonna draw here. Just like fields in autumn, and then some city buildings silhouettes in the gray tones. I think that's what we established last time I was streaming. That I'm not gonna draw them because drawing them with line immediately makes them look closer than they're supposed to be. Wait, one fucking pole, whatever, it's fine. Panel 2. Right, I penciled in the background here, but I don't actually want it. I don't actually want to draw it. Also, I kind of winged the utility poles, and I don't actually know what kind of utility poles you would put by the roadside like that. I mean, I could do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of those. One of those heat pipes on the ground as well. I don't think I really care about what kind of utility poles you would have on the outskirts of the city and how many wires and what kind of wires they would be used for, because I know that as a reader I would not notice that detail. So I'm not gonna go out and research for that. I just need a repeating element that is going to help me sell the space and give me something interesting to put in the background. I mean, it's not interesting, but it's something, you know. To, co hraje, je Jiro Inagaki and his Soul Media. Předchozí skladba byla Breeze, tahle skladba se jmenuje Scratch. Fucking draw a line. Maybe he should be sweating a little too. I mean, he would, in a manga, he would have the flustered sweat drop on his face after being discovered. But that's not the kind of sweat drops we're dealing with here. Man, I'm also gonna try and make this ditch seem to like fade out into the distance instead of terminating at the vanishing point. Just little shrubs and bushes and weeds. I've been noodling too much on these stupid fucking pointless ass shrubs and weeds. And I haven't been drawing enough of the stuff that's actually important. Right. This is just gonna be black like that, or blacked out. Fine. Yeah, I said I was gonna do the fucking heat pipes here somewhere. I don't know if I'm okay. I'm gonna try. New wire. Because we kind of abandoned that visual element for a while now, and I don't want that to be the case. They're supposed to kind of be omnipresent, and also they look cool. And there you go. Okay, I'm gonna draw one little building here at the edge of the city with a willow tree that's almost bare. But no more. Everything else is going to just be in silhouetting gray tones. It's gonna be one of those like abandoned dilapidated houses you see on the roadside all the time, half overgrown, but somehow like having a functioning car parked right outside. So I guess not only are they owned by somebody, I mean, maybe they're not the owner, but they're occupied. Right, I mean, I might actually try to do the gray tones right now. Wait. Because it's mostly going to be what a gradient from the ground up, and then a little darker tone for the. Oh yeah, I am in a new layer. For the apartment buildings and like some older structures in the background. I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. Is it closed in? Heck, it was partially. Where's the gap? Is this the gap? That better be the gap. That was the gap. Yeah, I think the gradient actually ruined it. So I'm wondering if I'm going to scratch the gradient out. If that's going to look good. But only at the... Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, that's what I want to do. But only at the bottom? Vanorino, goodbye. Right, I mean, his face is fucking too young again. And I don't remember which shade of gray I'm using for his outfit. Well, it makes it kind of look like he's wearing jeans here. Because it's the pants are brighter than Then the hoodie. Maybe, I mean, I'm not gonna change it anymore, but because it doesn't even matter, but it's interesting how it just makes me feel like that is the case. What else we got? This is for the pants. These pants might be too similar to the road again in value, but I don't think the reader's going to be confused. They're not gonna be like, where'd his legs go? Oh my god, is it a ghost? You didn't tell me this comic is for adults. There's scary shit in it, no. There will be no scary shit in it. But there is gonna be a lot of fucking. Maybe not a lot, but there's some fucking. Is that more scary or less scary than a guy without legs? That's up to you to decide, I suppose. His nose is so small. Okay, so, well, again. Wow, what a quick and easy fix. Yeah, this is what I imagined it's gonna be like, and I was right. It worked. I mean, I could go in and like shade it even better. Tady ty boti většinou říkají, pošlou nějaký pololink, něco, na co se nedá kliknout, ale dá se to jakoby doplnit tečkou nebo tak a někam tě to odnese. Říkají, že si můžeš koupit views nebo follows nebo subs nebo něco. A každý stream se objevujou. Já se to dá nějak jako automaticky tomu předejít, nebo já nevím, ale nemám vůli to řešit. V mém chatu není dost lidí na to, aby to někoho reálně ohrozilo a já si to vždycky můžu zabanovat a nestarat se o to. Fajn. Panel 3. Wait, are we still flipped? We are still flipped. Okay, so this is the panel I feared. I mean, okay, this is the panel I feared, and I continue to fear it. So it's supposed to be a guy kneeling and tying his shoe, but also only pretending to be tying his shoe. So theoretically, I don't really have to do anything too wild with the hands or with the shoelaces. But like, you know, I'm going through the thought process that he's going through, right? So he's running behind a group of people that don't know him. One of them notices him. He like gets startled, pretends to tie his shoe. He turns around and kneels down and pretends to tie his shoe. Okay, how much is he acting? Is he gonna like actually untie and retie his shoe in case like that guy approaches him? Or is he just like moving his hands to where his shoelaces would be, but not actually touching them? But also, what if the reader is confused because he's like, well, he's not even, what is he doing with his hands? Why did he turn around? I don't know. It's a fucking stupid problem to have. And ultimately, I'm just gonna choose the easiest way to draw this, which is barely touching the shoelaces. And hope that it's fine. I don't think that this scene that I basically invented in here, that was not in the original script, is that good or interesting, but it's there for a bit of levity. And you know, we worked it in, so I'm gonna try and make it work. But I'm gonna have to actually learn how to draw to do this. How far does the knee go? Maybe that's enough. The hoodie covers a lot of the thigh. The strings are overlapping. I don't like this shoulder. This might be better. Right. Pants. Crotch. Ass. Wait, would that ass be there? I think I'm satisfied with how I did it for now. But the real challenge are gonna be the hands and the shoe. And it doesn't help that I keep forgetting what kind of shoe, like the design of the shoe. I don't have that nailed down. I don't remember what kind of shoe he's wearing. Some kind of sneaker. Okay, here's a finger. Two more. He's gonna like have the laces in his hand. That's cool. Hands, fine. Hands were solved. No need to fear the hand part anymore. Now the shoe part though. I recently decided that, I haven't applied that decision into this comic yet, but I've recently decided that if you want to draw, if you want to have an easier time drawing humans into your comic, which many comics often do, they employ large amounts of humans, and usually those humans are fully dressed. And I've decided that in the future, if I want to make it easier on myself, I'm gonna draw dark shoelaces. Because that means I can just do one thick line a bunch of times over a shoe, and it reads as shoelaces, and I can move on. And not have to do like both edges of the shoelace and then the eye into which those laces go. Nice. That was a good album. What is this? Is this recommended because it's good, or is this recommended because it's garbage? It looks like a jazz cover. Nope. The Noise Made by People was the debut studio album by English indie electronic band Broadcast. Released 2000. Okay, maybe. At least it's not AI. I'm actually quite satisfied with. Well, I spoke too soon. I mean, what things do I need to fix about this? Direction of the hair here. Shape of the chin here. Shadow under the eyes here. Yeah, he's supposed to maybe be blushing. And then he turned around. Is that? I don't think that's obvious. Maybe? I can even do a little bit of this. Motion blur. I don't think that reads at all. Anyway. Still over here somewhere. I remember dealing with trying to figure out the perspective on this. Well, figuring out the perspective wasn't the goal, really. It was just remembering some rules and trying to apply them for what I was drawing here. Maybe this panel is redundant. Right. It's been almost 2 hours. I mean, we did make some progress. Though we're not nearly done. Still gotta draw Mr. Schwartzman. Some garbage on the ground to help selling the space. Silhouettes in the background. Oh, that's too big. I don't know how hard I need to go on these. I think they're gonna read pretty well. Even if I don't deep into drawing each limb. Cool, I'm gonna merge these. I'm gonna flip it back. I might draw some more stuff in there with the gray tones. Like, here we're thinking, I guess, about a bridge. Oh, wait. That's a horrible, horrible hit. I never should have let that automatically even out. Oh yeah, he's sweating. Oh, that just looks like fish scales. Here's the sweat. It's like I drew that ear a little too big. For him, I mean, it's too small for most people, but for him it was too big of an ear. A real flapper. This doesn't feel super good, but it does feel almost done. So that, in my opinion, is a worthy trade-off. So next panel. Oh. 5. Should we reflip it? I'm gonna have to hide the sketch for a while. Run in. Yeah. Moving on. Do I have him slightly looking back? The hoodie. Whoa. What an abomination of a foot. Again. Okay. Drop shadow. No. This guy. I originally had him do a different facial expression, but him basically shrugging with his face might make more sense. Originally I had him like, still thinking about what he just saw. don't think that's appropriate. I think it makes more sense if he just goes like, whatever. And keeps on running. What am I doing? I keep forgetting that he has a tankatop. Oh yeah, time to draw some hands with no pencils. Oh no, I already messed it up. Because I don't really know what kind of angle I'm intending for them to be. You know what? These are pretty good. Pretty good. Forearm. Ha. Elbow. There. Yeah, that's not a good hand. But it's a finished, inked hand. Which is the currency we're actually dealing in. Boobs. Belly. Okay, pants. So running along. Dude, what happened to this hand? Jesus. Right, this knee is fine, but the lower leg is definitely not okay. Should be a little lower. Why did I just jump from the back leg, or from the front leg to the back leg? Because I wanted to have the entire upper part finished. But you know what? I'm gonna do what I just said. See? Dark laces. Dark laces. Crisscross, crisscross, criss, cross. And then the final line. And there you go. Easy sneakers. It's kind of small now, I guess. Whoa, ran out of space already. Why is that actually? Oh yeah, because the sketch has like a bajillion layers for no reason. Anyway, drop shadow. I tend to draw drop shadows even in an overcast light. You know, dispersed light. Because it just looks good. I used to fear it, but now I can't live without it. Whoa. Gonna have to charge this device. Nice. So, gotta draw the background. Right, and this is the side that actually has all the shit on the side. And then like goes, it fades out in the back. But before that happens, you got all of these little shrubs, all of these little weeds. Might even have like, I'm not gonna draw fallen leaves on the road. Right, just scribbles. Don't have to have anatomically correct shrubs. I wonder if you should. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I was gonna say that I wonder if you should have completely straight poles over here. It makes sense for them to be straight closer to the center of the picture. But maybe there could be some perspective distortion on the ones closer to the edge of the panel. But I don't care, I'm not gonna deal with it. Okay. This is fine. I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, this is nothing too hard. But I was nervous about these panels. It was kind of unclear what I should draw there. Or how to fill that space. The space isn't really his. I'm gonna flip the canvas so I can get a little better control. Control over not my tools, but over my perception. Okay, he's sweating still. Eyeballs. The hair is a little too fluffy, I think. Should be spikier rather than fluffy. The ear is placed a little weird. And I would put more of the hoodie over there. It lacks a chin, I think. Which makes him look more like a turtle or yours truly. No, don't smile. Right, a little sharper. Too sharp. I want to have him look over his shoulder, and I didn't draw that shoulder here. Yeah, I think he can be like this. No, I'm not gonna fix that. Don't even know if that's worth fixing. Or rather, if it's bad enough to have to fix. But that fold on that shoulder is just not selling it as well as I hoped it would, I guess. Right, some wires. Whatever. Some burp. Let's fucking draw a goddamn burp. There we go. Let's unflip it. I'm okay with this. Now, what I'm not okay with still, and might be something I need to actually draw a sketch for, is the final panel. Thank you, Lesnar6. The 6th. Thank you for your compliments, if you are still here. If you're not here, I understand. Manger. Right, so what's the fucking problem here? So I was thinking maybe all I need to do. Yeah, so what I hate about this, in isolation, this panel doesn't seem that bad, right? Just our character's back because our character's back as he, starts to follow the group he's been following for the past 2 pages. Like, there's nothing unclear about that, right? And they're like running towards where the next scene is going to be taking place. And like, that alone is fine. As long as this is clearly readable as him, I think we're fine. But when we turn the page, and this is what I fucking hate, but when we turn the page, the way the next page starts is, again, his back looking at them in the distance. So essentially, like, it's a jump cut, right? And it fucking sucks. That does not feel good at all. I mean, I'm not gonna like put these 2 pages next together. So first off, no, I'm not playing Arc Raiders. Fuck Arc Raiders. And the story, so I have a longtime collaborator named Andrei Cavalier, with whom I already drew a trilogy of comic books, and this is our new project. So again, it's his script, my art, plus some inputs from me on the narrative and the pacing and stuff like that. So it's a combination, basically. It is a job. It is basically just a commissioned work, but also nothing here. Well, actually, you can get some jobs in Czech Republic that are just soulless jobs that you don't have much connections to. But this is somewhat better because I think we can consider each other's friends since we've been working together for so long. In fact, like, I don't think whatever I draw next, I'm not gonna, it's gonna have a little different style. I'm glad I tried this, but I think I'm gonna go with a different kind of line after this. Oh, arc creators! I bet arc creators are great. I bet that's like a good, well-playing game, very tense, very fun. But like, one, I don't want to get into another one of these games. I'm very happy with just playing Monster Hunter. And right now I'm playing Metroid Prime on Steam Deck. But it feels like the arc creators people are fucking annoying. like the CEO and shit are just fucking I don't know. I don't like them. And they just keep putting AI shit into their games. They're using it for the voices, and if they're using it for the voices, I'm assuming they're using it in other parts of the production as well, but they don't disclose that because, like, I don't know. They use it in the ways where they don't even need to be using it. Like, they also have a free-to-play first-person shooter which has some amazing tech. They have some amazing tech with destructible environments, like super hectic gameplay. It looks fine. It looks super fun. It looks great. It's like an arena shooter, but with, some extra cool stuff. But then they decide to put AI voice acting for some reason that nobody asked for, doesn't actually enrich the experience. They can just record a few voice lines and just keep using those, in my opinion, and not have like, I don't even think that they like on the fly generate the voice lines based on the audio that they commission some voice actors for. So they just use it to once in a while type in some audio cues and then have them generate voice lines that like don't need to be AI generated. And like, I bet that, that's the problem here, because clearly that studio is going to be super successful, and it's going to show people that they don't mind, or they can't even tell that that kind of content is in the game and is in shipping games. And it's going to further devalue actual human work. Because people are going to be like, well, I don't know why your game's taking so long. You could just generate most of this and it's going to be out. It's going to be out by now and I'm going to be playing it maybe, unless it's woke. Because if it's AI generated but it's woke, then I don't want it either. Yeah, I don't think they're going to budge on the generated content. Maybe, I mean, yeah, I wanted to put wait, no, I don't actually know how to solve this. Yeah, but both arc creators and the finals look cool. But unfortunately, some of the decisions are questionable. That said, I basically decided that I'm not going to be playing any new games because you really can't tell. or can't be sure. Like some small indie studios you can probably trust. But even then, it's a coin toss. It's a coin toss. What the fuck? Coin toss. That would be a good nickname. I think you can keep playing the game. You can keep playing the game. I bet the game is really fun. But what is actually surprising though about it's true that I haven't ever played a extraction shooter, but it's weird that this game specifically hit so big. Because, a lot of people played Escape from Tarkov. But since that game, there's been other games of this subgenre that didn't find such a massive audience. And I don't know what makes this one special. Because when I look at the finals, the first-person shooter that they made, that is special. That has some extra sauce. That is really cool. I'm never playing it because I don't actually play first-person shooters. I only played Apex Legends. And other first-person shooters don't interest me as a player. But as a watcher of streamers or watcher of YouTubers, I enjoyed that content. And that's a cool game. Arc Raiders really is a mystery to me, especially since Bungie's trying to make their own extraction shooter, and everybody who's been previewing it was like, yeah, I don't know if we even care about extraction shooters anymore. That was the overwhelming feeling. They were like, yeah, shooting is good, but shooting and extracting is not as fun as it used to be 10 years ago. And then Arc Raiders comes along as like, first off, it's a paid product. So it's not even free to play. So people are actually betting on having fun with it. I think it's a paid product. And then it hits off so well. Well, hopefully maybe Bungie's going to take some lessons from Arc Raiders and, dethrone them. Because I do think that I do think that Marathon from Bungie has a cool aesthetic, barring the fact that they accidentally, according to them, put some, or rather just stole somebody's work. Like they put it on a mood board and then went, nah, let's just put in the game actually, instead of just being inspired by it. It's also interesting that they made Arc Raiders third person. Because it's not like they are a third person exclusively studio, because the finals is a first person shooter. And competitive shooters that are in third person always have this design quirk where you can peek behind the corner with your camera without exposing your character to damage. So it's interesting that they went that way. For a game that is, at least partially a player versus player kind of a game. A skill-based. I mean, I'm also not gonna play Arc Raiders. Another game I'm playing is Shin Megami Tensei 5, and that's also an old and good game. Oh yeah, I was trying to say, I'm probably not gonna be playing any new games because my backlog is ginormous. I have so many like good games that I haven't touched, or good games that I put on the back burner, and good like I haven't finished Silksong. I played most of Silksong. I'm at the end of Silksong. At the end of Silksong. I kind of burnt out on it, but like I can just finish that. I don't have to like think about new games for the foreseeable future. There's multiple ends in Silksong. I just barely finished Hollow Knight in order to be ready for Silksong because I wanted to be in the zeitgeist and I wanted to know what people are talking about when they talk about the game. And I think I don't really like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't love it. Like, I can appreciate everything that's cool about it, but I really don't understand the people who consider it a massive masterpiece and a ginormous achievement and like best game of the year. Like, granted, I have not played almost any new games or the new games of this year, but this is just, it's a Hollow Knight. It's a flawed or an acquired taste kind of experience. And like I've been following some critics who have similarly, timid things to say about the video game. And that they've been saying things like, yeah, this is sometimes arbitrarily hard. Like, some of the friction that is in the design isn't something that needs to be there. And like, people who love the game don't love it necessarily because of some of those frictional parts, but kind of in spite of them. And if those parts were a little smoother, they would still love the game and praise it for being less frictional. And do you play Arc Raiders with somebody, or do you play Arc Raiders alone? Like, do you have a team that you consistently team up with? Because sometimes like games like these are just like a good social experience. Like, people have these multiplayer games not because they want to be like champions of the world, but they're just, they're fun to do with friends. Like you and I, we used to play Apex Legends. And it was just a way to hang out. Like we never had like higher ambitions than like experiencing something fun in a video game, but mostly like talking about whatever. Although I don't even, did I even have a mic by then? I may have not even had a fucking mic. But I personally like prefer to play video games alone anyway. But like for most people it's a social experience. Well, maybe not for most people, but for a lot of people, it is a social experience. And for those that it isn't initially an experience that they want to share, it maybe becomes one. Like people who play Monster Hunter these days, or well, I mean, Monster Hunter was always, pitched as a multiplayer kind of experience. People who play Monster Hunter love playing multiplayer. And I don't. I enjoy soloing everything. And it's awesome that the Final Fantasy XIV collaboration they did for Monster Hunter Wilds, even though it's designed for multiplayer, it's designed for like full team of 4 players surviving and beating this super challenging fight. Even though designed it for multiplayer, you don't actually have to use human cooperators, because the NPC cooperators they put in the game are actually good and smart. And that's awesome. That's so good. So the first time I actually beat Savage Omega was with the NPC hunters. I mean, it's technically like cheating. I guess it's somewhat. It's easier to have them around compared to having real humans around, because they can't die. So it's only up to you to survive. Dude, what do I do with this fucking panel? So he turns around and follows them. Does he run towards us? I feel like it would even work if it was just like this. If we just showed that he starts running again. And like, we know that he's running in the direction of the group. But I'm not sure that having him this far away. Oh, I kind of did want to just, I did kind of want to put the tease of the next section into the panel. So, I mean, I could still put it like in the background. Like they can, I mean, this just looks like he's running towards it instead of running sideways. Go, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so if he is running there, he should be here. Okay, so if it's just this. I didn't realize how tough this is going to be. Just following them. You know what? It's going, yeah, I think that's the solution. I think you just do like a sort of an pre-establishing shot, I guess. A shot that you can fade out to. And where you maybe I don't have the bridge there. And I'm actually also gonna go to bed, but I really hope that I was gonna finish this goddamn page. It's been 2.5 hours. Man, that's pathetic. If I didn't have doubts about this panel, and I mean, I think I have, what's it called? If I didn't have justified doubts, then I wouldn't sweat it, but I really have to change this. So make this into something a little more cohesive. Right, so it's just something that, so in the background you do have this factory complex on the horizon. Including the heat pipes that are on this side of the road. Correct. Oh yeah, and then you got the wires here. I wonder if they would. I think that is the solution. Yeah, they would be here. He's still here. Yeah, and then I can add the bridge over here, so you can tell that that's where they're running towards. Oh baby. Ooh, baby. Man, I prepared a night snack that I didn't even... Did I forget to devour? Guess I'm gonna eat those carbs before I go to bed. Carbs, not cars. I don't eat cars. Okay, so I really do think that that's what I need to draw. So that is what I'm gonna try to draw. Fuck. So yes, bridge stays. It's probably gonna have to have some warning signs on it. Skinny out, look the slope over here. I feel like I'm making it too big. And if I make it so big, I won't have enough space to and I made it too. No, yeah, enough space to fade out the rest of the road. And I'm definitely gonna. No, well, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Like, how much do I draw? I might have to actually look up some references for this. To see how, like, these utility poles reach the bridge, what they do. And the same thing for the overground heat pipes. There's like fields here and a ditch. Oh man, there would probably be a car or two over here. And then the road keeps going. Man, no games are safe from AI, or no gamers are safe from AI. I love how people have started noticing that they're putting AI assets into super popular multiplayer shooters. Like I don't think the Call of Duty audience cares really, but because Fortnite has such a wide audience, it definitely bummed out a couple reasonable people that they've started putting some assets that were clearly AI generated into the newest seasons of Fortnite or the events. I don't heckin' know. I don't actually know what type of content they put those in. But it's there now. And it's there forever. It's not like Tim Sweeney isn't gonna go, oh no, some people don't like this. All of my billions are, slightly smaller billions now. Nobody gives a shit. Like, not enough people playing Fortnite give a shit to. So first off, some people can't even tell, right? That's always been the issue. That's not an issue, I guess. It's just a fact. And it's not like Fortnite is like the peak of art direction and like peak of current video game design or art design creativity. It's not fully slop, it is super cool, but it's not like it's, it is essentially still the same game after a bunch of years, and that just tells me that they're somewhat churning out the same kind of stuff with the occasional like event that is still though based around the same gameplay. But now there's AI in it. And, you know, like I said before, if there's some AI assets in there that you can tell are AI assets, there's more AI used in things that are less visible. Although, like, they already had AI generated shit in the Star Wars thing with the Darth Vader, who was using James Earl Jones' voice because he signed off on having it trained on before his death. It should be running on the left side of the road, right? That's how this works. Oh man, no, I'm pretty good at. I'm sketching pretty much the thing that I was intending to use. I'm gonna have to hide the previous sketch. Oh damn, wait, I'm gonna do the drop shadow here. Forgot about it. I'm gonna do a new layer first. Haha. Maybe that's not where I learned. Maybe here is more than enough. Did I ruin it? Is it better with that? Is that significantly better? I'm gonna keep it, but I didn't need to do it. Probably. Right. I'm gonna come back to this page tomorrow after I get some references. I don't think I need references for this, but I'm not gonna be drawing anymore. All right now. Okay, so, and after that, we have to ink 2 more pages. We might actually ink. I'm not sure if we're gonna ink 3 pages tomorrow or more. But I'll do my best so that I can get to shading and lettering, because I don't think I put all the letters in all the spots. And then we can do the next part and maybe stream some drawing just for myself. Either a comic, either a fan art or a design for a future comic. Yeah, and I need to pee, so